Hey guys, it's Gabe again. Thanks so much for jumping in for another video. And today I'm kind of changing it up a little bit. I'm doing a kind of a lesson about like some licks on the electric guitar to kind of increase kind of your speed and like kind of in the pentatonic box, in the box one, kind of the most iconic pentatonic shape. So like not only is this going to just increase your speed, these 3 licks, but like it allows you to experiment. So like these are 3 great licks that that you can kind of throw in some other ideas that you've kind of already learned about the pentatonic box. And if you're kind of looking to take that next step to kind of make your playing a little faster, this is going to help you, I think. And you'll be surprised. It's not really any alternate picking, not any crazy like this, like it's more like sliding and like some hammer-ons and pull-offs, and it's really, I would say, a Stevie Ray Vaughan thing. Anytime you watch Stevie Ray Vaughan solo on the blues or something, he's kind of doing these, like, I don't know what you call them, almost like circular kind of licks that I'm going to show you. But these 3 kind of building blocks that I'm going to show you can help you put together other licks and help you just cool guitar stuff, So anyway, we're going to be in A. Let me turn this on. We're going to be in A, and I'm going to be just right in the A minor pentatonic box. So yeah, so these are kind of Stevie Ray Vaughan style licks, you'll see, but they're cool. Turn down a bit. Okay. So here we are in A minor, right? The A minor pentatonic, kind of the the most famous position, right? And if you don't know that box, you can probably just learn it by watching me play it there, or you can just look on the internet or look on YouTube. And it's really, really simple. And if you just learned it, I would say this is a good lesson for you. Maybe practice with it a little bit. Maybe practice, I don't know, get a few, I don't know, just kind of get the feel of the box and kind of where it is. But this is a great beginner lesson too. So the first kind of building block lick that I'm going to go over and show you is really simple. But maybe if you're just starting to learn this box, or just kind of starting to get a feel for the blues or the pentatonic, and this doesn't just have to be blues, by the way. Like these licks can be used in rock, in everything. They're great building blocks. So that's kind of the first lick that we're gonna do is this. So I mean, you've probably heard that all the time, but this will increase your speed. So if you're kind of doing something like, so I'll show you some others. I'll show you 2 other licks too that'll kind of help build off of that. But let's just look at this first. So I'm starting here on the 7th fret of the G. Then I'm sliding up to the 9th, staying on that G. But then I kind of put my my middle finger on the B string, and that's on the 8th fret. It's that shape. So it's a slide up, and then you slide back down. So, and I kind of do a little rake there, right? You don't have to do that right at the beginning, then I kind of rake up to slide back down. So once you kind of get the feel of that, you'll kind of put your own taste on it. So slide up, there we have that, right? And then you pluck this note again. So that's sliding back down to the 7th fret. I'm not even picking that other note there, right? That's on the 5th fret of the G. I'm just pulling off. So like I said, it doesn't have much to do with alternate picking. These kind of faster licks aren't really alternate picking. They're kind of pull-off slides and hammer-ons. So then I go, which is just on the 7th fret of the D, then the 5th fret of the G, and then the 7th fret of the D again. So kind of in all, our first kind of lick is this. So if you're doing something like, so you can kind of do that too, right? You can go. You hear tons of blues guys do that, tons of rock players and stuff. So building block 1, get the hang of that. Then the next one that we're gonna do is. So, and this is kind of getting into the Stevie Ray Vaughan thing, but a lot of players do it. It's not just Stevie Ray Vaughan, but it's you'll hear Stevie Ray Vaughan do this a ton. So that cool little thing. It's kind of where the speed gets in once you do it faster. So we're doing that famous bend, right, on the G string on the 7th fret. Full step bend up to here. So then I'm kind of putting my index finger on the B and the E string on the 5th fret. So I'm going, and I'm picking all those notes, right? I'm doing a little rake at the beginning. So the kind of the picking that I was doing there is down, up. And then I go up again on one more time on the B string of the 5th fret. So far we have. And then I do another famous bend on the B string on the 8th fret, and I bend it a full step up. A little bit of vibrato there. So. Then I go here to the 5th fret of the high E. Then I go on the 8th fret of the B and to the 5th fret of the B. 8th fret of the B and the 5th fret of the B. So far we have. And this is also this is such a great little, this should, I don't know, I feel like this is what I would teach. This is just such an important little, I don't know, I use it a lot. So, you're sliding from the 8, this is the blues note, right? Doesn't really sound good on its own, but when you kind of throw it in with some other stuff, it sounds cool. So anyway, sliding from the 8th fret of the G to the 7th fret, and then I'm pulling off to the 5th fret of the G, and then I'm hammering on with my finger, like not even plucking the D string on the 7th fret, right? So that's that lick. So in slow, it's this. In fast, if you speed it up a little bit. And I added some stuff. I did a little bit, instead of just ending, I did that again. So you can do it twice. So kind of for there, I'm just doing. This is where the speed will come in when you get faster with this, right? So for that kind of thing, this is not lick 3, but this is kind of an add-on to that lick. I'm on the 8th fret of the B, and then I'm going down to the 5th fret of the B. But I'm pulling off, I'm not picking that, right? I only pick once. And then we have that slide lick I just showed you, the same thing. And if you need to just slow it down, you can go back and look at it. If you haven't quite gotten it yet, just go back and look at it again and use your ears, listen. And also you'll be able to watch what I do, and I think I broke it down pretty well. So so our first lick we have. So we can totally group those two licks together. And this is what I'm talking about, being creative, right? So you can go. There's lick 1, right? Lick 1. Right, and that's the Stevie Ray Vaughan thing. So then Stevie Ray Vaughan also likes to do a little bit, and this is kind of cool. This is kind of lick number 3. So if we kind of look, so if we kind of take part of lick 2 that we have, right, and go. That's kind of lick 3, right? So that's a cool little hammer-on, right? And I'm only picking 3 times out of that. It's just how fast can you get your fingers to go. So you need to practice that, right? So kind of what I'm doing there is I'm on the 5th fret of the high E. Actually, no, I'm on the 7th fret of the high E, right? And then I pluck and I hit the 5th fret of the high E. And then I go back to the 7th fret of the high E and I pull back off to the 5th fret of the high E. Then I go to the 8th fret of the B, and then back to the high E on the 5th fret. Then I throw in that that little slide thing that we did. Remember the. So for lick 1 we have. You can always throw in a little bit. It's always fun to play with this, right? Just bend this the G string on the 5th fret. Just bend it slightly sharp. So lick 1, lick 2. And lick 3. Bending there, right? Instead of just going, you can do that. You experiment. You can do, or slide. So that's about it for this video, and I just hope that you'll kind of use those 3 blocks to kind of, it's really fun, and experiment with them, and the more you practice with them, the more it'll become second nature, and I don't know, it's just a good way to get a little faster, keep those kind of in your back pocket for some cool fast licks. In box 1, kind of Stevie Ray Vaughan style, and you can use them for anything. They're versatile. So anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Yeah, and I'll see you next time. You can check out I'll put my Instagram in the description below, and I post some cool guitar stuff on there from time to time. So I'll see you next time, and thanks so much for watching.